Hello, this is CJ Grace, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to design your YouTube channel art in Photoshop 7.0. Now, if you didn't see my video on designing your YouTube channel icon in Photoshop, are new to YouTube and have no idea what channel art is, I'll show you right now. So, this little square right here is your channel icon, where your profile picture will go, or whatever design or logo you choose. And this larger area here is the YouTube channel art or banner, which YouTube offers a free download for, with all the correct dimensions, and a PSD download for Photoshop users, which is the template you see right here. Now notice in this template all the guidelines showing you what parts of the design you will see on which types of devices, either a TV, desktop, or tablet, and it shows the safe area, which is visible on all devices, including cell phones. Now, this one channel design was released April 1st, 2013, all due to technology changes. People don't just watch YouTube on their desktops or laptops these days, but now you can watch YouTube on smart TVs, smartphones, or cell phones and tablets. So it's important that you get the correct dimensions of the design. Back to YouTube. Now watch when I change the size of my window, what happens to the channel art. When I minimize my window, the channel banner shrinks, and my channel icon moves closer to the title in the design. When you maximize the window, it slides back to the left. Now, if you are not well acquainted with either version of Photoshop, though you still have the channel art specs from YouTube, you still will not know where or how to begin. And there are a few ways you can design the channel art, one of which is cheating if you know nothing about design, but it is a little more work, which I'll show you in the next video. But for now, I'll show you how to design the way I learned it. So once you open up Photoshop, you'll need to choose your color background. Now, I normally I chose blue for my design because it'll match the artwork that I designed. But for now, we're just going to leave this background color as is. This is the background color. This is the foreground color. So we'll go up here to File and click New. Now you'll have to name your project, and I named mine YT Channel Art. Then from the preset sizes, if yours says custom, then leave that as is. And then you'll need to type in your sizes, which is 2120. And make sure this says pixels. And the next one would be 1192. And choose background color. If it's not already chosen, then click OK. Now you'll need to set up guidelines, so we'll go to View, then scroll down to New Guide, and you will have to do this each time you enter a new guide. So first we'll choose the vertical guides, and the first number you'll enter would be 292. The next one, 420. The next one, 660. Next one, 1060. Then 1700. And the final vertical guide, 1828. Now for the horizontal guides, 421. $5.96. And the final one, $7.71. Now, these lines right here in the center are just to give you an idea where the center is. This is the area that we will be working in. But for now, we're only going to focus on the safe area, and then for demonstration, I'm going to choose this area where your channel icon will appear on your channel design on YouTube, which is the area that is off limits. So, your channel icon will be 200 by 200 pixels. And then I'll go ahead and splash some red paint in there and move it right there. So I won't even give this project a name because it won't be staying in the design. As for the guidelines, they are only for your use, so you get an idea where your design is supposed to go. But when you save your project, they won't be visible, so those you don't have to be concerned with. But I'm going to go ahead right now and add some text. And that would be your channel icon there. So now if you have an idea of what design you want to use, then you can go ahead and open that up. Navigate where that design is that you want to use. In mine, I have a ton of photographs and videos which I have to get rid of, and it takes a while for it to load up. And I've got it here somewhere. There we go. So now, you never want to work with the original file in case you make a mistake, so always duplicate. Right click right here in this area and click on duplicate and click OK. Close out the original one, grab your move tool and slide it over here. Now of course it's much bigger than it's supposed to be, so what I'll do is maximize this, and I'll go up here to edit, down here to transform and scale. So I'll have to move this, hold my left mouse button down while I move this so I can see the corners, and I'll drag this corner down by holding my left mouse button down. And keep on dragging that down until it fits right in here, and I'll just See, it'll snap right in there. And go ahead and click OK. Now, of course, I do not have that red box showing, so I've got to put that, slide that red box right on top. There we go. And now the text right on top of that. There we go. Now you know that you only have this area to work with. So I'll go ahead and choose a title. My font that I use. And I'll start right here. Actually, I need to choose the color, which is going to be a very light gray, because I'll show you what I'm going to do. Now this is pretty small, so I have to make it larger. So by making it larger, I go up here to Edit, scroll down to Transform, and then Scale. That way you know what that way you'll know what I'm doing. So I'll just go ahead and leave that like that, hit Enter. Now I want to add something a little different to that. I want to, I'll go over here into the Styles box, and there are a number of different styles that you can choose, but I like to use the chroming effect. Now, for this background, you can do a number of things. You can either go ahead and click on this box, and notice when you move your mouse cursor over into the image, you get a little eyedropper tool. So if you go ahead and click on that, it'll show the color, and you just click OK. Grab your paint bucket, click on background, so you make sure that it goes to the background, and then click on that, and there you have your background color. Now, if that's not something you want to do, which I don't do, undo paint bucket, and I probably should still have that file here. Yeah, there we go. Get the move tool, drag this image here, and there you have your channel art. And now what I can do is I can shut this off and the text off. This I'm going to have to resize. I didn't realize that it was that big, so I have to it's only supposed to be in the safe area, so I made a little boo-boo there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and save this as a PNG file, or a PSD file, and I will save that in my Photoshop folder. And since I already saved it, this is another one, I'm going to go ahead and click Cancel. But I'll save this original file in YouTube, or in Photoshop. Then you'll want to save your project for YouTube, and JPEG is best for images with photos. They have a small file size and also a small quality loss, and JPEG compresses much better and is most commonly used. Now, you can use PNG when you need smaller file sizes with no loss in quality, and you could choose this option if your channel art is mostly text. But since I have a lot of designs in here, JPEG would be the option that I'm going to go with. So we'll go over here to Safer Web, and I have it on optimized, create smaller but less compatible files, and I have it on high because I want the image quality, I want the best image quality. If you go here to optimize, it will show you the file size, and JPEG, or actually YouTube, requires that your image is no more than 2 megabytes. So this one right here is fine, so I'll go ahead and click Save, and go ahead and I'm going to name this one Channel Art 2 because I already have one, so I'll go ahead and click Save. So now we can go back into YouTube, click on this little icon here, and then go down to Edit Channel Art, select a photo from your computer, and then you navigate to where you saved your project, which is right here. But I'm not going to do that because I've already done it, but at least you'll know how to do it. Now, if you notice here that it says recommended channel art size is 2560 by 1440, you could do that size, but I still mostly use the 2120 by 1192 because it still seems to work. And notice here it says max file size is 2 megabytes. Also, if you want to know where to get your channel art, right down here there's a link how to create channel art, and I already had it. And there is a link right here which I will also put on my website, where you can download the channel art and also the channel art template for Photoshop. And this has changed since the last time that I downloaded my template. A lot has changed, but as I said, I still use this one, 2120 by 1192 pixels, and it still works. But I'm going to go ahead and play around with this one and see how this one works, and I'll make a video tutorial on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that because I no longer need to do that. I just updated this channel design. So anyway, I hope this tutorial helped, and if you have any questions, please leave them on my YouTube comments or on my website, and I'll be happy to help you with any questions. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. I'm CJ Grace, and I'll see you in the next video.